We got some new mics. Let's see if they live up to the hype, shall we? Wait. Put this on. That looks like a product placement.
It does, doesn't it?
Clip, clip.
Clip. Right.
Should we attack the chicken coop?
Yeah, we're due to do that. Hey, we've
It's
been
a bit
putting
feral,
it off.
isn't it?
Right.
Right, let's go.
Let's go. Under our mandarin, passion fruit veil, pathway, fairy garden, gingerbed, soursop in a great placement in the middle of the footpath. And welcome to the chicken coop.
The palace.
Yes. Right, this is our chicken coop, chicken house. Yeah, and we're just going to explain what our setup's all about. Jazz's brother designed the size of the chicken coop. He did a great job, but then due to the flood, it kind of reduced the size of it. But still, it's a nice footprint for us to do what we want to do on the property and for the chooks to have enough space to be happy. So our setup isn't predominantly for eggs yet. We get a couple of eggs, but what we want to do is get weeds and green waste turned over by the chooks. We have a lot of this wandering dew, which we've spoken about before. It's quite vegetative and grows everywhere on the property, smothering things. So we bring piles of it in here, stack it up, and over time it breaks down. The chickens turn it over. We get the pitchfork into it too and turn it over. And you'll find sometimes when you put layers like this in the chicken coop, bugs and things like to get in underneath it. So every day, if you're moving these clumps and the bugs are there, the chooks are going to come in and smash that, and you just continue to do that until this all breaks down. So the enclosure's built on a bit of a down slope, and the idea is you put your vegetation or your other inputs on the top layer, and then as the chickens scratch with gravity, it all slowly goes down the hill as it decomposes to when you get down the bottom here and things are starting to really break down, dry out. And when the chickens start scratching, you get this really soft, fluffy soil that's combined with the original substrate of your enclosure plus your input on top. Our trusty old coop, again, built by Jazz's brother, even out of the old pub sign and some hardwood. It is slowly falling apart, but it's doing its job. As the chickens roost during the night, they poo, and all that gets put together here with hay over time, and then every few weeks we scrape it all out. And again, working with that downhill design, we're now at like a nice working level. We're scraping it all out and capturing all that, so all the chicken poo's full of nitrogen, the hay's carbon, which we're going to later work into our compost. This also helps, like whilst you're cleaning, all that nutrients that's left over in here that you haven't captured to take away is then just going into the bottom section of the coop and then seeping in to the lower section. Then all that extra nutrients that we're not digging out of here is then just like seeping into this area here. In the footprint of this too, we've got some big old natives, lily pilly and bottle brush and a tea tree. We've also got 2 mangoes and some citrus that fall there. The cockatoos smash it. So when all that debris is falling down as well, the cockatoos chew into or drop some of these fruit. We just chuck them in here too, and that they decay at their own rate, which adds to everything else that you're putting in.
Old coconuts.
Yep.
Chookies love the coconut.
We're lucky enough to have these big natives here. If you incorporate natives or flowering species like within the footprint, it creates shade for the chickens. It kind of regulates their environment. Then you have insects and birds coming and you're getting all the poo drop from them as well. Who have we got there?
Only like the most VIP guest, very important plant.
Comfrey.
Yeah. Our comfrey was fully just thriving and overflowing its little posie, so we trimmed it. As you can see, it was like getting a bit dank at the bottom. So these are all the trimmings, which is great. That's, yeah, gold right there.
Comfrey is a mineral miner. It has a long taproot, so it goes down beyond the top layer of soil, brings all of those up into the leaves, which then makes a perfect chop and drop. Also putting it in the water some of that's then going into the water too. So as we pull the compost out and put it back in, we layer it with these ingredients and a bit of water that's already inoculated with the comfrey.
We've got a 3-bay compost system, but unfortunately for us, it is kind of on the bottom level of our property. And if you've seen what happened in the floods, I'll put the link here. Yeah, there was water like fully up to here. So unfortunately, what we did have in here already wasn't too much, but it's gone. It's been given to the river system now, which is fine. And we've started again recently. So this is our working pile and it's almost done. Soon we're just gonna let it process and turn it, and hopefully we'll be able to use that in a few weeks. But today we're gonna add in that straw and manure and comfrey. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna supercharge it, give it a pulse of nitrogen, and also the straw and that carbon structure is gonna allow for a bit of airflow. So as the pile's finishing off, that's just gonna be giving it like the best little finishing boost. 44.
45.
We are at the top of the pile though.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Still a good temp.
Yep.
Just gonna him up. Gonna be sprinkling this in between the layers like a little bit of garnish.
1, 2,
3.
Oh, this bit's caught. Now. Yep.
Ooh, that's hot on my foot.
Wait, let's check the temperature.
I've pulled it all out. We're gonna put it back in and layer it. We're gonna start off with carbon, so we've put dried leaf, like a leaf mulch mix in the bottom, and off we go.
All right, first layer's done. Now for the good stuff. We have to create a little bit of shape at the front. You don't want the whole thing leaning on the door, but you also need like a nice sort of level top to it to evenly distribute everything. So it can be a bit finicky, but it's worth it for the overall structure. Okay. Scoop, big scoop. Grab it. In the compost. Ah, nice. Okay, we're back. We got called away for a minute there. Toddler things, but
I've put it all back in, done the layers, and then we're finished again with a bit of mulch, carbon. They say to start with carbon, finish with carbon, and then give a bit of a hose to make it a bit damp.
plus the comfrey water.
Plus the comfrey water on top. Bare soil and sun doesn't mix. They say that the direct sun kills the microbes, so you want to try and cover it up the best you can without trying to suffocate it.
Yeah. We'll turn that again in a few days, check on it, and yeah, that pile is complete now. So that's that little compost job done. Poor chookies, we've been meaning to clean that out for a week or two probably, but we got there in the end. One of the things I love about compost is that it's pretty low stakes and it's hard to mess up. I think it's one of the things that can seem really intimidating for people at the beginning, because when the words like carbon and nitrogen and all that is thrown around, it can be like, whoa, science. I had a gig for 6 months on the sunny coast, like literally creating compost as a job, and I learned so much. I have such fond memories of that time, and I really did learn that if you make it too wet, add some more carbon. If it's too dry when you go to check on it, water it in. Like, you're not going to ruin it in the space of a week. And what that does is like it makes you hands-on with it, like you're in there feeling it, how much moisture is in it. When I squeeze it, it gets you involved. I'm definitely not an expert, please don't take that the wrong way, but I just want to say, like, if you've been thinking about it, just get into it and don't be intimidated by it.
It's so tangible. You're handling the goods that come into it, you're handling the whole process. Like if you got your shoes off, like, it's so relaxing and gets you like directly involved with the inputs that you're going to put in your garden to the things that you're going to eat.
We pick the passion flowers, make the tea every night. In the morning, the soggy flowers go into the compost.
Cycle continues.
Core memory from the other week, coming back from the creek in the evening, it's getting really cold and we're like, oh, we got to quickly turn the compost. And then our son was like laying in the compost going, ooh, this is warm. Just naked, just in it. So wholesome. Anyway, that's our little ramble and our little compost video.
Today.
Please, if you have anything to add or any suggestions or anecdotes or words of wisdom, chuck them in the comments, because yeah, we're not experts, we're just like doing it. We're just doing the thing to the best of our abilities every day in amongst everything else. So yeah, cool. Thanks for being here.
Enjoy.
Bye.